Hey, sports fans, Greg Medford, Medford Knife, MKT USA. What is going on? Guys, I'm not even sure where to start. I don't know what to say. You know, I had a friend of mine called up. He's a director in Hollywood and a writer, and just had a great feature film come out. He called me up and he said, "Oh, you got to listen to Joe Rogan." And I said, "Nah, I don't listen to Joe Rogan unless somebody tells me to, and or sends me a link. You know, I don't have time to listen to Joe Rogan, sit around." Anyway, he says, "Oh, you have Elon Musk on there. You got to hear the interview." And I said, "Oh, I like him disgusted listening to Elon Musk because everybody, hey Josh, everyone's so tickled with how smart Elon Musk is. And they forget he's a credit card guy. He made $1 billion in the credit card business, and then he's got a car business built on the subsidy of the green movement. Okay, so he's doing cool stuff, and he does rocks. I mean, believe me, I want to be Elon Musk, all right? The only difference is he's boring as shit to listen to. He said today, all right, so I listened to the part of the podcast this morning, and I just couldn't take listening to Elon Musk much more. He's a bright guy, but he speaks in these stilted, heady phrases, saying simple things in overcomplicated ways. And I was watching it, and he said that we have an over allocation of human resources into legal and financial, and that a redistribution of our intellectual capital into areas of import to the backbone of our country would be paramount, or, you know. And I said, oh, hello. We still there?
Yeah, you're okay.
Took a second. Here we go. I'm back. And so he said, he saw it, and I'm sitting there listening, and then I go, "So you mean too many smart people are getting in the business of money and law, which doesn't actually generate anything for our country, instead of getting into manufacturing? Too many smart people go into those two trades. We have a misallocation of intelligence into those two trades." He just bored the shit out of me. And I mean, it has nothing to do with smart. It just has to do with interesting, all right? Like, I'll tell you, like, I'm just a dude standing around as a little knife company. I'll drink a beer with a dude and talk some shit. "Hey, John, we got too many damn lawyers. We got not enough people in manufacturing. I mean, how heady do we need to get about? We have a miss." And then you have to say it with some weird fucking accent. I mean, I think he's from South Africa or some fucking place, or his family is. He's got a weird syntax. He's got a weird diction. He's got a weird accent. It's almost like those 1950s Hollywood people have these personas. Kathleen Turner's got, or they, you know, "Hey, you better get that guy. You better tell him we're here. We got the manufacturing. We got a knife from Medford Knife. We're gonna stab that criminal. Now get it over here, bub. Hey, bub, get it over here." Like, he's got some weird affectation, but it's like this really borderline fucking spectrum, borderline autistic fucking smart guy something. I don't know. Weird. Anyway, we got some cool shit going on. Or I could say we've put some intellectual bandwidth into our interaction and presentation with you regular people, in order to add some gravitational connection to the human purchasing experience. We have put some cool shit together for you. I think you guys are going to like. So maybe Rogan is like me. Maybe he's sitting there going, "Jesus, I got one of the rich guys who will say anything and smoke a joint on camera. Wait a minute. What is the deal? Who is this person he had a baby with? This gal. He had some really hot ones, and then he got this weird one. She's weird. I don't know if you guys have seen the pictures of her. She's a fucking weird one. And she named her baby like X15, 69, 471, XR71. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is wrong with people? I don't know if I could have a beer with that dude. Fucking pretentious, fucking intellectual. Mimicking AI. I don't have to mimic AI. I have real eye. I have eye. So we did something pretty cool. I think you guys are going to like it. We put together this configurator. We've had so many questions over the years, spent so much time because we have so many permutations, and nobody could really work it out very smoothly. And Billy and I had a brainstorm a couple of months ago, and he latched on to something I said, and he really went through and did all the creative work to put it together. Now, these are not meant to be artistic representations of our knives. They are actual snippets of pictures with some filters and screens on to try and make them look like a total composition. But if you take a look here, this is what we've done for the Praetorian, and we're doing it for all the models right now. So we've got this pulled up right now, and what you'll see is you can, so this is the Praetorian tie, and you can see all of the choices here from the metal type. Now, if we, up at the top, if we click over to the middle selection area, click that, what you'll see is the letter actually changes over by the logo on the knife. So you guys are like, what's the 3 mean? What's the D mean? What's the V mean? Even though I explained that all over, it's very intuitive now. Go hit the right one now. If you go all the way over and we hit the right metal selection, you give it a second, it changes. Now, watch what happens if we just click across the 3 very quickly. There's no load rate anymore. Boom and boom. So what you see is after you've gone through, you can look at a bunch of different things. So let's go over to the blade now, and let's select over towards the middle a tumbled PVD Tonto. Good, and you'll see it'll load up. Takes a second. Oh, you know, go to regular PVD Tonto. Let's just do regular PVD Tonto. It's a little darker, and let's go to tumbled PVD Tonto again. It'll click right over. So you can see it's a little bit lighter because it's been tumbled, and you can click back and forth kind of in real time. So tumbled PVD Tonto, and then let's go down to the breaker down at the bottom, and let's make that breaker black. You see the breaker turns black in the foreground. That's showing you the reverse side of the knife where the clip is, and then you'll see the black up on the breaker on the top. This is the best representation we could do for this many options, this many colors, and this much customization without spending a couple $1,000,000 to build 3D models and do color surfacing with shadowing and all this craziness. Now let's go to the handle side, presentation side, and let's make it. Let's do purple. So we're gonna reach over to purple and click it. It'll take a second to generate, and let's do purple on the spring as well. All right, so we've made it purple and black. Let's take the clip and make the clip black. All right, and let's do the hardware black. Okay, so this is a knife I might never have bought, but I looked at it the other day and I was like, God, you know, I'd actually carry that. Now, I'm not sure if I like, let's go to Tonto satin blade. And we'll do NP3 breaker down at the bottom. And then let's do the hardware, just plain titanium. And the clip, do the clip flamed. Like, I actually find this to be a really sexy knife, and I would never carry a purple knife. And I'm looking at it going, I kind of like it. It's pretty bitchin'. So this is the configurator, and then if you like it, you can just add it to basket down at the bottom. So let's do that now. We'll just add it to basket or add it to cart, and then it goes over to cart and it's in there. Now, what would be cool? You can kind of leave this in your browser. You can cache this and go back and look at it. You can also share it if you want. Say, hey, guys, or you can do it like a screen capture and clip this out and go, check out the knife I just configured. Now, this knife is not supposed to, I got critiqued during our beta test by somebody who said, you know, the knife, it doesn't have the drama and emotion of our regular pictures. It's not. Now, these are not CGIs. These are actually real pictures. But they're not trying to be, you know, the knife in action or stuck in a log and all that. One of the things you have to do this kind of thing is you've got to make the backgrounds really simple. You've got to make the angle fixed and everything's the same, because if you change the angle, the lighting changes and all the color changes and it turns kind of crazy. The other thing is in the digital format, black and slightly off black, they look exactly the same. So the only thing we could do, some guys say, oh, I wish we could see the darker blue. And this is the kind of nuancing we generally don't want to get into. There's only so much you can do, and there's only so much. Guys will say, well, I want a dark blue like this. And we go, yeah, well, we don't do that plastic finish. The only way you can do that is to microscopically etch the surface and then blue it on top of that, and you'll get a dark blue. And then people go, oh, well, can't you just do that? No, we're not set up for that process. So we offer the colors that we offer, and guys see blue other places, and I go, nope, that's their blue, that's their process, that's their surface finish, that's their camera, that's their color saturation on their Instafag page. We just have our blue. And we try to, what we do is we like hold the knife next to it and go, does that look like our fucking blue? Yeah, it looks like our blue. How about, all right, let's check the purple. Does that look like our purple? Yeah, it looks like our purple. So we get it. It's reasonably close. But, finishes obviously can, vary from a bit from time to time. So I think, I haven't looked at it today. I'm pretty sure that we've got some verbiage in here that says finishes can vary. These are all naturally occurring finishes, and screens can make them look different than they actually appear. But this is really just meant to give you an idea. It's like, here's a picture of your knife. Okay, now, here's the thing about this. It takes a shit ton of time to build this, and it's really complicated. So we're not launching it all at once. We're launching our most popular knives, and then we're going to kind of, and some of our knives are completely sold out. We won't have them again for 3 more months. So that one won't even start for 3 months. So we're just trying to launch this in a fun way so that you guys get a chance to sink your teeth into it. If you've been thinking of getting a Praetorian tee, what a great time to, oh, look, Greg just did this thing. It's like you read my mind. You click on there. It's like, I wanted gold, and I wanted peach, and I wanted silver, and I wanted black hardware, and yip, yip, yip. Now you can check it out. Now, will it look identical? No, but it's a really friggin' good representation. The first person that says to me, it doesn't look like my picture, that purple's different, they get the gay award. You're super gay. Joe from PA, what up? My wife's still mad about the last Medford I just bought. I'm sorry about that, man. Listen, I was listening to these guys, this Elon Musk, all right? He's a pontificator. He's a smart guy. Here's the problem. Americans, we value money too much. So we think someone's a billionaire, that they know what's going on, and they're really smart. Therefore, they got to know what's going on. Here's the problem. You got these guys who made a lot of money, and a lot of guys who made a lot of money are one-trick ponies. Now, I've known some guys over my lifetime who are not one-trick ponies. Everything they do or get involved with is a moneymaker. I've always been like that, but not on a big scale, because money's not what drives me. If money drove me, I'd probably have different zeros behind my last name. What drives me is people, interaction, and creativity. That's what drives me, not money. Money is not why I go to work every day. And someone said, oh, if you sold your company tomorrow, what would you do? Well, I'd go to work at 8 o'clock in the morning and do nice stuff all day. I like what I do. So the problem is we think these billionaires are really smart. So we think Elon Musk is really smart. And he may be a pretty smart guy. I think he's a pretty smart guy. We think Bill Gates is a smart guy because he's one of the richest guys in the world. A lot of times that kind of wealth is right place, right time, right idea, kind of the right guy, and it kind of all works out. And they just got a whole lot of luck. Bill Gates, since making a $40 billion, whatever he's worth, since then, I don't know what he's actually done successfully. Now, someone's going to tell me he runs an association. Giving away your money is not success. That's a nice thing to do. It makes you feel good for having taken so much, made so much. Good for him. But his big polio project turned out to be a flop because he thought he could solve the problems of Africa with a software algorithm and polio and money and a polio vaccine. Didn't work. He thought he was going to bring clean water to Africa. I can't fix polio, but I can get them clean water so they don't have dysentery. And all he said. That didn't work. Here's the next thing he did. Clean nuclear. Clean nuclear. It works, except he didn't do the number one thing that a guy like Donald Trump or the guy like Greg Medford would ask. Say, hey, you know, that's a pretty good highfalutin idea. I like it. And you hired all these scientists and you got it all figured out and you read all the books about it and you speak, you talk to talk. But here's the problem. Can you get a permit to put a nuclear power plant in? I mean, did anyone in his organization? I mean, he spent all that money making a nuclear reactor and he can't make it. They've only done it in a computer model that maybe works because they can't get a permit to make a real one. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. There's this hubris. Guys think they make $1 billion. Their opinion's more important because the rest of the sheep will all go, well, they made $1 billion. They must be really smart. Sometimes they're just really smart about one thing. Sometimes they had an idea right when the world needed it and they were positioned and it just worked out. And it works out because they're pretty smart, those things. But it doesn't rarely does it translate really well. I made $1 billion in the credit card business. Therefore, I'm qualified to talk about polio. Or I made $1 billion in the software business. I'm therefore qualified to do nuclear projects. He's qualified to shit to fund anything he wants. But he's not qualified to succeed at much. He's trying to cut malaria. He's trying to cure malaria. Well, that may be this week, but Bill Gates spent billions of his own money and billions of Warren Buffett's money trying to eradicate polio from Africa. And what he didn't take into account was Boko Haram and the terrorist groups, which basically broke down the security in areas, and they couldn't get volunteers and aid workers into those areas without getting their heads chopped off by Boko Haram machete-swinging lunatics. So they would cure polio in 97% of Africa, 3% they'd skip, and next year there'd be polio cases all over Africa. This went on for years. I know a decent amount about it. So he may be on the malaria now. Good for him. But I'm telling you, I'm calling them vanity projects. I made $20 billion as a nerd, and now I'm going to save the world from itself. You know how you solve Africa? Here's how you solve Africa. This is how you know how you get rid of polio in Africa the same way we got rid of polio in the United States. Here's how you do it. You have a group of people who agree to a rule of law and elect leaders that peacefully transition power in a functioning republic or somewhat quasi-democracy that's really successful and has a lot of wealth and has clean water. When everything happens, you can vaccinate people for polio. And about 20% of them who got their degree in fine art or piano theory or public policy, they decide they didn't even go to college. They know better. Hey, we don't do them vaccines. Trust me, if polio was flowing around right now, you couldn't eradicate polio in the United States because 10% of the people think they know better than the clinicians. I ain't taking that damn polio vaccine. You don't know what's in it. Do you know why the polio vaccine worked? It was because we had the money, we had the might, we had the technology, and ask your parents and 70-year-olds and older, everybody grew up around kids with bent legs, crooked arms, who hobbled around crippled everywhere. That's why polio worked. Having it doesn't make it work. You got to have everybody scared shitless of it and say, your highfalutin ideas and your little thing you learned down there, your little homeschool setup in San Diego. Now, Jenny McCarthy, a girl with great hair and who spent more time in a salon than she has in school, she's telling people how to believe in immunotherapy. When that doesn't exist, you can cure polio. Anyway, I digress. You guys, check out the new configurator over at medfordknife.com. It's super fun. I think Billy's got it down in the link below. Here's the link. Here's the thing for right now. Billy, what's the link for it? Can you put it up on the screen? Can you type it on, or can you highlight it so people can see what the link is so they know how to get over to it? Because I don't know is it up live? I think it's going to be up live on the website. If you go to the Praetorian tie, is it the Praetorian tie or the Praetorian T? Get on and tell me. Where are you, Billy? Produce me. Come on. Hop on here. Talk to me. Is it Praetorian
It's on the homepage right now.
And is it Praetorian tie or Praetorian T?
Tie.
Okay, thank you. You can put me back on. So, you guys, it is the Praetorian tie. Now, here's the great thing. Although not all the options that are on the Praetorian tie are available on all the other knives, if you go to the other knives and see what options they are, you can kind of configure a Praetorian tie and you have a good idea what your knife would look like. Now, we are working our way to all the other models. I think it's probably a 6-month rollout. It's a pretty big endeavor, but it's just going to be bitching. I want the experience to be awesome. Even if, let's say you live 50 miles from the nearest Medford knife dealer and you call them up and they tell you what you have. They tell you what they have and you want to like hop online and kind of see what it looks like, or if you'd like that configuration. It's super easy. You can just kind of configure and go, oh yeah, I'd like that. And then you hop in your car, run over and get it. Link on our homepage. Go to medfordknife.com, try the new configurator link on our homepage. Look at that. It's like I have a producer. How sweet is that? I've been trying to put together, I got a stop saw out in the factory. I got a stop saw. And I've always wanted one. For those of you who don't know what a stop saw is, it's got an inertial brake in it. It's a table saw. And if you hit your finger or you hit a little piece of moisture, you touch it when you're not supposed to, it instantly stops and jerks away from the table. And I don't think you can cut yourself with it. It's pretty amazing. And as I've gotten older, I'm not woodworking every day. You get away from your habits and your routines and your familiarity that keeps you safe. And I was thinking, my employees, this would be safer for them. It would be safer for me. I always wanted one. They popped on the scene in 1998, and then I finally got one, and it's super cool. And I got the 52-inch fence, and I just got all the. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Trying to keep the economy going during the COVID-cation. Guys, I don't know what else to tell you. I think Arizona's opening back up. Let me ask Jeff. Oh, hey, Billy, can you throw Jeff on the show? I forget about this. Is Jeff there? Hey, Jeffrey.
He just needs to join that line. He's not on here yet.
You're supposed to be on the show, pal. What are you doing? What? Oh. I know, but
He's coming. What's up?
Well, I don't need you guys to come on here. You can get on your phone. Just
All right, jump. He's gonna jump on right now.
All right.
He's out.
My name's on the front of the building, but I actually don't think I run anything anymore. I think they let me just bounce around. You remember those remote control toys that your parents would get you if they didn't have any money? It would just kind of bounce into shit and go in a new direction. I'm like that. They just have me run around here bouncing into shit, and every now and then I pick up a piece of paper and I throw them a drawing, a knife, and say, and they go, that one's good. We'll take it, Greg. Hey, Jeff, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing?
The fellas wanted to know. Yeah. Oh, look, that's looking good. Pan that camera down. Get that meat. Yeah, there you go. You're in the picture. So the guys wanted. What do you think about the configurator, man? What's your take on that?
Oh, I think it's terrific. I know Billy and you guys have a lot of time and effort into it. I think for well, it's more than like a first run. I mean, we've had iteration after iteration. I think it's terrific. I thought there was some pretty candid and useful feedback. I think my first reaction as a consumer first is that it is super cool. And I think it's next level stuff. By no means is it perfect, but we've already gotten numerous comments. I think actually there was a knife or two sold specifically with the comments about, hey, I've been wanting to buy a knife for quite some time. I'm paraphrasing here, but I was able to actually see it because most guys have a picture of the knife in their, kind of their mind's eye.
Yeah.
And then there was a couple people that were very specific about it was too CGI, not organic enough. And that's what makes a Medford a Medford. And I think there's going to be a balance there. We're going to have to strike between, we can't be all things to all people, but we wanted to provide a tool for you to configure. I mean, at these price points, you should be able to see what this thing looks like, or a general representation. I mean, if I could stress one thing, because I'm not sure who's all on the crowd, it is by no means the exact look of the knife. Anybody that's on or is spending this kind of money, if you bought knives from us before, it's a general representation. I mean, black is black and blue anno is blue anno, but I always use the term when I talk to people about it being substantially similar.
Yeah. And
there's a couple ass clowns that are like, hey, is that gold? Is that,
yeah. And I said,
is that gold 1912, or is that cyan blue? And it's like, hey, dude, it's a representation.
Yeah,
That's all
and
I'd ask people
anybody
to
who's
keep in
getting
mind.
that specific with me gets the fucking faggot of the century award. I'm like completely turned off by guys that are that nuancey about color. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Your phone doesn't even know what color you're looking at. Oh, you need your glasses too, don't
Yeah,
you?
well, yeah, I can't see a fucking thing. This print's fucking like this big.
I know. I was looking at him like, is that I was looking at you, I was talking to you and then it was me. I was like, oh shit, that's the other bald guy.
This is what I'm used to looking at.
Objects in mirror appear larger than they are. Anything else exciting going on that the boys should know about? And maybe the two girls in a planet
Yeah,
Earth who
again,
like
I'm sure we have some Centurions on. We've got our biggest event coming up, and then followed up by what's going to be an even bigger event. We're going live next Friday night for our virtual Centurion 3, which we are really excited about. As you know, we just did a driver rehearsal. We've got, I think, 2 more scheduled. We've got some content experts that are going to be part of it. I am really excited about the agenda that you guys just hammered out. I think it's going to be a really neat experience for the guys that are going to be involved, and we're thankful that they're willing to participate and support the brand. And then the next big thing for us after Centurion, which is next Friday night, is our virtual Blade show, which is June 5th and 6th, which is going to be this kind of Centurion event on steroids, I guess, if I was going to say it. And then, as you know, we've got a whole bunch of new models getting ready to drop. I think you've sneak peeked a couple.
Yeah.
The only knife people haven't seen, and rightfully so, is the one that's going to be the Centurion exclusive. That knife, new model, goes live next Friday night to our Centurion guys, and then it'll be in the queue for virtual Blade show, first time ever.
Very
to
cool.
the public.
Very cool. Very cool. You know, I'm excited for all this digital stuff going on. Like, it's a weird learning curve for us to kind of figure out how to do this shit smoothly. I'm looking forward to day one of the Blade show. I think we're gonna have these exotic dancers and some booze and knives. I think it's gonna be super cool. Let's see if we can pull it off smoothly without looking like a bunch of goons. Will be the hard part, right?
Yeah,
Billy said he's gonna take care of that.
Cool. Well, we're
Yeah.
counting on him. He's going to be doing some of the heavy lifting. I mean, he's got all the director level. Actually, he's both director and producer. He's got to bring the right people in, and then he's got to make it an event unlike any event we've done before. So,
And I'm like the EP.
I know the capabilities there. Good.
Sorry, there's a weird delay with this, so what are you gonna do? Hey, what I was gonna tell you about something. Oh, are you borrowing? Did you say? Are you borrowing my truck today? Are you taking my truck today?
Oh no, I don't think so. No, it'll be like a weekday thing when I just want to go out to dinner because I'm going to breakfast Monday morning because we bust open here in Arizona Monday morning, fucking 0:30.
Hey,
So
do you know when the titty bars open, Jeff?
I didn't see that specific reference in the executive order I read. I think it's essential and non-essential. I'll leave that open to public debate.
I think it's essential.
All I know is the things that are essential to me and most open for Arizona. God bless America. Monday, May 11th.
Restaurants
will
and
be at
titty
some
bars.
restaurant. Well, you'll let me know that part. I know I'm gonna be at breakfast Monday morning before work, and I'm gonna be there the minute they open, and I'll be to work on time, and I'll be going to lunch, and then what I'm doing for dinner Monday night.
Just for the oil.
Yep.
So they won't be able to come till Tuesday.
That's fine.
But they charge by the barrel.
Yeah.
So we have like a couple that are half full, and then 5 gallons in them.
We'll see if we can consolidate them a little bit.
Dump them in
Hey, if
the
any of you
That
guys
sounds
are
great.
on post today, let us know if
We'll
you're
figure it
interested
out.
in
Let me know if we need a pump, and I'll get it.
It's going to be a function of the type
Water
of
or
response we get back. If there's enough of an appetite
Okay.
to do it.
All right. Cool.
I've
Thank
heard
you.
about it for years. You guys want the new Gigantes, but look at today's Instagram post and let us know your thoughts.
Oh, man, there's so many things to do. Did you see the guy I interviewed today that looked like Albert Einstein? Old Albert Einstein?
You mean the guy who came here for the interview? Yeah, I had a different name for him, and it wasn't Albert Einstein.
I mean, it was the kookiest day of interviews I've had in so long. Yeah.
I know. I saw some of the interview people. How about come to a job interview in a fucking dirty t-shirt and shorts and a fucking fanny bag, you faggot.
Oh, jeez. Golly.
Oh,
All right,
we
you
live?
guys, he is on the spectrum. Don't mind him. Sometimes he gets a little hostile.
Oh.
It's all for stage effect.
Is this live or is this a thing?
Oh, this is just closed circuit between you and me. There's nobody else.
Right, that's what I thought. Yeah. I mean, the only thing he'd be able to carry, the only reason why you can legitimately carry a fanny pack in the state of Arizona is if you've got a goddamn 9mm in there and 3 extra mags.
I'm sure he was carrying. We had a guy show up yesterday in shorts, and Jeff's critical of that because he and I are both a little old fashioned, and I've learned to look past some of that. But so the guy follows up with me, and I'm thinking of hiring him, right? And then he tells me he's got a medical marijuana card, and I'm like, what's that?
Oh, sorry, never mind. That was my Tourette's.
Yeah, so I'm scratching my head. I'm going, oh man, what's the medical marijuana card? It makes it hard. Like, you got all these things going on when you go to hire somebody, and then they say something like that. It's like, I'm in a club. We beat up primates on Tuesdays. I'm like, well, why would you add? Like, he told me. I mean, glad he told me. But I'm like, oh shit. And so I don't know. Do I want to hire a guy who works on the grinder, who's one of his pastimes is sedative, mood-altering drugs? I don't know. Shit. Maybe it's just me being old-fashioned prude. What do you think?
Oh no, yeah, that's not rhetorical. No, the answer is no. But I don't think we can. I mean, because God forbid something were to happen, there's got to be some kind of liability or issue at hand.
I know.
Keep in mind.
And the thing is,
local at the state.
In the state of Arizona, because they've got a legal card, it's considered a prescription, so you can't like discriminate against them. I'm just kind of wondering. I'm going, oh my God, I don't even know how to act at this point.
Yeah. Well, here's the good news about the grind room. It is so difficult and such a skilled craftsman position. It typically self-regulates, just like that last fellow that we had high hopes for that couldn't make it past a couple of months. So
high hopes.
I think through his apprenticeship, I mean, if he's a good fit to the team, let's get him in here. Let's give him an opportunity. Maybe we start him out somewhere else to see, to use your phrase, if he shows his ass, because usually they'll show it in a few days.
Yeah.
And if he does, then we punt. And if he doesn't, we can slowly work him in there.
He seems like a really nice guy. I'm just trying to, I've known a lot of really nice potheads over the years, but they weren't necessarily dudes I want to get in business with. So I'm just trying to, when you're having somebody come work, it's like they're kind of becoming a small partner in some way. And I don't want to, I don't know. I'm pondering it. I'm not totally comfortable. I don't know. I don't know, man. Anyways, we just worked that out right in front of strangers.
Well, here's the good news. Yeah. We'll figure it out.
I don't know. Look, it looks to me like it's about 4:20. I got to go. But let's hop off. Hey, guys, Greg Medford, Medford Knife, Jeff from Medford Knife. We are out. We're going to go wrap up the day and get back to it. Don't forget, stop by medfordknife.com. Go buy MKT USA. I don't know. Billy, do we have MKT USA up and running? I think that one's still in hiding. You guys don't know that one yet. But go by medfordknife.com. Go to medforduniversity.com. Become a Centurion. We've got a lot of cool stuff going on. Our Blades and Babes Blade and Babe Show 2020 will be doing online. It should be an interesting evening. I'm going to try to make sure there are no rules broken, but you guys will be here to see it if they are. I'm signing out. Have a fantastic weekend. Look, there's a little link to our event. You can find out all about it. I think we should call it Blades and Babes 2020. Blades and Babe Show.